Spiders have 3 life cycles. When between cycles, it can leave the spider vulnerable to threats. And for those spiders who make it through, it amounts to a kind of rebirth.
Give me that bitch. Give me that. Give me that fire.
Wow.
Give me that bitch. Hitting that fire. Give me that whip. Give me that bitch. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that bitch.
Nice flowers.
Oh, they're a housewarming gift.
I'm MJ.
I'm just a neighbor from across the hall.
Friendly neighbor.
Everyone sees Spider-Man as the friendly neighborhood hero, the kid who cracks jokes, the hero who always pulls his punches, but what most people forget is that Spider-Man is incredibly dangerous. Peter Parker has the strength to lift cars, stop trains, and punch through steel. And that means every time he throws a punch, he has to hold back, because if he didn't, someone would die. And throughout Spider-Man's history, there have been moments where Peter came terrifyingly close to crossing that line, moments where rage, grief, or desperation nearly turned him into something else. These are the times Spider-Man almost killed someone.
One who can stop us.
Norman Osborn?
One of the most emotional moments happens in Spider-Man No Way Home. After the death of Aunt May, Peter completely loses control. The man responsible, Green Goblin. Peter tracks him down and attacks him with pure rage. No jokes, no mercy, just punches. Peter beats Goblin down and grabs his glider, the same weapon that killed May. He raises it, ready to drive it straight through him, and for a moment, Spider-Man was about to become a killer. The only reason it didn't happen was because another Spider-Man stopped him. In the comic Amazing Spider-Man Back in Black, Peter becomes something much darker. After Kingpin orders a hit meant for Peter that instead leaves Aunt May dying in a hospital bed, Spider-Man pays him a visit. In prison, Peter walks calmly through the guards and removes his mask. For the first time, Kingpin sees the man behind Spider-Man. Then Peter starts beating him, and he doesn't stop. Punch after punch, breaking bones, leaving the most powerful crime boss in New York helpless on the ground. At one point, Spider-Man even stops Kingpin's heart for a moment just to prove something, that if he wanted to, he could kill him anytime, and no one could stop him. Spider-Man's strength is far greater than most people realize, and one fight proves exactly how dangerous that is. During a battle with Dr. Octopus, Peter finally stops holding back. Just for a moment, he throws a punch at full strength. The result? Doc Ock's jaw shatters instantly. Peter immediately realizes something horrifying. If that punch had been just a little stronger, he could have killed him. Moments like this remind Peter why he must always hold back, because Spider-Man isn't just strong, he's dangerously strong. In the alternate timeline comic What If? Spider-Man vs. Wolverine, Peter learns a terrible lesson. Spider-Man and Wolverine end up fighting. During the battle, Wolverine tricks Peter into striking him at full force. Peter throws a punch he normally would never use, and this time, he doesn't hold back. The hit is so powerful that Wolverine actually dies. Peter stands there in shock, realizing the terrifying truth about his own strength. One of Spider-Man's most brutal fights happens against the supernatural villain Morlun. Morlun is stronger than Spider-Man, faster, and nearly impossible to kill. During their battle, Peter is beaten nearly to death. Desperate and exhausted, Spider-Man snaps. In a shocking moment, Peter injects himself with radioactive chemicals and releases various punches at Morlun's face. It's a raw, animalistic act that shows just how far Peter had been pushed. The fight ends with Morlun dying shortly after being shot from his henchmen, and Peter realizing just how close he came to losing himself. Spider-Man has faced gods, monsters, and criminals, but the hardest thing Peter Parker has ever fought is himself, because every time he throws a punch, he knows he could end a life, and the only thing stopping that is his choice, a choice he makes over and over again. To be better, to be responsible, to be Spider-Man, because with great power comes great responsibility.
Why are you doing this? I gotta know, what's your MO? What gets you out of that twin bed in the morning?
Look, when you can do the things that I can, but you don't, and then the bad things happen, they happen because of you.
No, Peter, you listen to me. You have a gift. You have power. And with great power, there must also come great responsibility.
This is where you zip it, all right? The adult is talking. What if somebody died? Different story, right? Because that's on you. And if you died, I feel like that's on me.
Ever since I got bit by that spider, my entire life got screwed up. I've only had 1 week where my life has felt normal. Come on, Spider-Man. Come on, Spider-Man. Oh, come on, Spider-Man!
Up so bad.
Just rather miss him.
The entire world seems to be asking the same question. Where is Spider-Man?
The damage, the destruction, you saw it with your own eyes. When will people wake up and realize that everywhere Spider-Man goes, chaos and calamity ensue? Everything Spider-Man touches comes to ruin. And we, the innocents, are left to pick up the pieces.